Hello everyone, in this video we are just going to interface 8 LEDs to our microcontroller 8089S52, that is 8051 microcontroller. Let's get started. Initially, let's try to create the Proteus simulation circuit first. I'm opening the Proteus simulation software and I'm clicking on this schematic capture icon. Now I just want to choose the microcontroller and the LED for my project. Click on this components mode icon and then click on this P icon over here for picking the devices. Here type in the microcontroller 8089C51. As I said in the last lecture, we don't have 8089S52 microcontroller, that we are working on hardware in the simulation software. So I'm just going to use the 8089C51 microcontroller for simulation. So double click on this microcontroller for selecting the microcontroller. You can see the microcontroller is selected. Now regarding the other components required, I just need the LED. Type in LED, scroll down a little bit, and here you can see several LEDs available: blue, green, red and yellow. I am just going to select this yellow. Double click on this yellow LED. You can see the device has been added. Click on OK. That's all about the components required for my simulation. Click on this microcontroller and place it over here. Now regarding the LED, I'm just going to place it here. I'm just going to place 8 LEDs. For again placing the LED, again click on the schematic. You can see again it will be highlighting the LED. Again I'm placing the LED. I'm placing 8 LEDs that is required for my project. So that's all about the LED requirement. Now I'm selecting the LED and right clicking on it, and I'm going to rotate this clockwise. You can see my LED has been aligned vertically and I am placing it as comfortable for connecting it to my microcontroller. Now anode of each of these LEDs I am just going to connect to port 1 of my microcontroller. So in my program I am just going to use the port 1 of my microcontroller for connecting these LEDs. So first LED I am connecting it to port 1.0 and the second one goes to port 1.1, third one goes to port 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 and 1.7. So I am deleting this extra LED. Now other end of this LED, that is cathode terminal, we are just going to connect ground to this cathode terminal. So all these cathodes of these LEDs I am just going to connect ground. So click on this terminals mode icon and select ground. I am placing ground over here and I am connecting it to each and every cathode of LEDs. Now double click on this microcontroller and give the clock frequency to be 11.0592, which we are going to use in the hardware, and click on OK. And now let's get to the programming part for writing our logic. Open the Keil IDE for setting up the programming. Now click on the project tab and select new Microvision project. And go to the respective folder where you want to store the project files and then give a name for your project. Then click on save. Here you just want to select the microcontroller that you are working on. Click on this drop down menu and select legacy device database, and in this search box type in the microcontroller name 8089S52. So here is our microcontroller. Click on this and click on OK. Now the microvision is prompting us whether it has to create the startup file for our microcontroller. Remember one thing, that our microcontroller 8089S52 does not require any startup file for running. So click on no. You can see the project pro has been created. Click on this plus icon, and in the source group you just want to create the source file for our project. Right click the source group and click on add new item to group source group 1. Here select C file.c and give a name as main. Remember that this is a user defined name, so you can give whatever name you want, but because this is a source file for this project, I am giving it as main, and then click on add. Now that we have created the source file for our project, we just want to add the header file for our microcontroller, where the definition of all the registers of our microcontroller has been done. So I hope you remember this header file 8089S52 that we created in the first lecture of interfacing LED with our 8051 microcontroller, and we kept on updating this header file till now. I am just going to add this header file again to my project. For adding that, right click this source group again and click on add existing files to group source group 1, and then go to the respective locations and click on this 8089S52 header file and click on add. Then close the window. Now you can see the header file has been successfully added to our project. Remember that we are not going to create this header file again and again in the future lectures. We are just going to update the same header that we wrote in the first lecture of interfacing LED with our 8051 microcontroller as per the requirement of registers in our future lectures. I am including this header file to my main.c as include of 8089S52.h, and below it I am just going to write the main function, and inside the main function I am just going to write the while of 1. You just want to remember that our program will be always having this main function, and inside this main function we will be having this while of 1. This will be found in almost all the embedded programs. There are two types of programming instructions available in our embedded programming, that is one-time executable segments, that is the configuration lines, will be done inside this int main or the main function, and the programming lines that needs to be executed again and again, that is the logic of our program that needs to be executed every time until the microcontroller is stopped, must be written inside this while of 1. So this is the difference between these two things. Our logic is simple, right? As we saw in the first video, that is like this. We are just going to build a LED chaser, that is one LED will be turned on at a time, and it goes on like this. So for this logic, you just think in a logical manner. In the first step, I just want to turn on this 1.0 LED, and I want to turn off all these LEDs, that is all the other LEDs, and I want to wait for a particular period of time, and after that time I want to turn off this LED and all these LEDs, and I want to turn on this LED, and I want to wait for a same period of time, and then this process continues till it reaches this LED. When this LED is reached, we will repeat the process from the beginning. So this is the logic, right? So let's try to write this logic. So in the beginning, I'm just going to write down the delay function first. Void delay of unsigned int of d. So inside this delay, this is just a rough delay, so I'm just going to use only one while loop inside this. I'm going to decrement this variable that I'm fetching using this function, and I'm going to terminate it. Now you can see until this variable number becomes 0, the program will be held inside this while loop. So this is the logic. So remember that this is a very rough delay. so we will not be using this delay for accurate timing purposes. As I said, I am just going to turn on this P1.0 bit. So this P1.0 is defined in our header as port 1 underscore P0. So I am just going to write port 1 underscore P0 equal to 1, and I am going to make all the other bits 0. That is starting from P1.1 to 1.7 as 0. I am writing port 1 P1 equal to 0, port 1 P2 equal to 0, port 1 P3 equal to 0, port 1 P4 equal to 0, port 1 P5 equal to 0, port 1 P6 equal to 0, port 1 P7 equal to 0. Now you can see we have made the first LED on and all the other LEDs off. That is first bit, that is P1.0 high and all the other bits low. And then we just want to wait here for a particular period of time. Let's say I am waiting here for delay of 30,000. And after this delay, as I said, next step is we just want to turn on this LED and all the other LEDs off. So I am writing like this. You can see I have turned on this 1.1 and all the other LEDs off. And the next step is we just want to turn on this LED, that is P1.2, and all the other LEDs off. And I am just going to write port 1 P2 to be 1 and all the other bits 0. Similarly, I am just going to write it for all the other LEDs individually till this P1.7. So you can see here I am turning on the port 1.0 and all the other bits of the port I am making it as low, and I am waiting for a particular delay, and after the delay I am making P1.1 as high and all the other bits low, and here I am making P1.2 high and all the other bits low, and here I am making port 1.3 high and all the other bits low, and here 1.4 is high, and here P1.5 is high, here 1.6 is high, and here you can see 1.7 is high. And since we have written all these lines inside while of 1, which is the continuously executable statements of the program, after execution of this last delay, this statement will be executed. That is the first statement inside the while of 1 will be executed. Process continues till the microcontroller is stopped. So for creating the hex file, you just want to click on this options for target and go to the output tab in this window and check this create hex file checkbox and then click on OK. Now build this project for creating the hex file. Now you can see the compilation is done with 0 errors and 0 warnings. Open the Proteus simulation software, double click this IC for loading the program and click on this program file icon and go to the respective folder of the program files, and inside the objects folder you can find this hex file. Click on this and click on open and click on OK. Now the program has been loaded to the simulation software. Now run the simulation by clicking on the play button in the left bottom corner of the window. See, the LED chaser is working fine.